Diego and Shogun X fight ended up with Shogun being eliminated. We all thought evil was gone for good because Shogun is the main boss who's controlling all of the demons. Or is he? See, when Diego was preparing to open this rift portal to save Jade, if you put on the Shogun X outfit and spoke with Diego, this is what he would say to you. You've bound the Night Rose, but you're bound too, aren't you? If you guys don't know, Night Rose has been controlled and possessed by this demon spirit. Shogun X was the one who created this demon mask, which has been controlling Night Rose until Kado saved her using little pieces of the 0 point that was found around the crash site. Diego says, you've bound Night Rose, but you are bound too, aren't you? Tells us Shogun X is not the main villain. He is being possessed as well by someone else. And the only way Diego had to defeat Shogun X because there was no other way. Whoever this creature is who is controlling all of the demons is inside the spirit realm, and it has the shard of the 0 point that Crash landed. We know this because Jade, who has been in the spirit realm, says it wasn't dark or evil, but she felt a dark presence. It also says it has the shard. We can't let it take the island. Now, who is this creature? We have few creatures who we have not seen in a while. I think it's going to be one of these people that I'm gonna mention in this video. One of those people could be Kado Thorne. Ever since Kado Thorne was introduced all the way back in chapter 4, we know that this guy has a dark secret, and also he's obsessed with power. One of the main reasons why Kado Thorne is one of my main suspects is because of this demon that just showed up from the spirit realm. Before I show you guys this, I'm giving away 10 battle pass to 10 lucky subscribers. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and comment down below. I use your code SMJM. This character right here, Haruka of the Mask, showed up on the island. She's a demon samurai. See her wearing this half-moon necklace. Kado Thorne is known for these half-moon logos, which basically signifies lunar eclipse, because that was when Kado Thorne would turn into vampire and attack people. Next creature that could be inside of the spirit realm is the Cube Queen. Ever since the Cube Queen was defeated in chapter 2, we have not seen her ever since. We know that she did not get eliminated. Her plan was to open a rift portal and let the lost reality enter the Fortnite island, but it did not work because the 7 showed up on the island and flipped it. Ever since then, she has been looking for a revenge. The main reason why I picked a Cube Queen, because if you look at Shogun X hat, there is this image. Now, if you lay Cube Queen's face over this, it looks very similar. Foundation is our next suspect, and now you might be wondering, Jade mentioned that this presence that she felt was a dark evil presence, and the Foundation is in fact a good guy. The reason why I think it might be the Foundation or one of the members of the 7 is because of what Amy told us back in chapter 4. When Stallon was building this rift portal, Amy the robot had a mission to find members of the 7. First, she sends a bunch of these mini robots as tests to not just find the location of the 7, but also to find out what will happen if you go to this place. Test was successful. These little robots went to this location, came back with a message. They said the 7 are very different now. They're not like what they used to be. They're going through a darkest fate imaginable. I'm not surprised, because you have to remember what happened to the 7. They were kidnapped by this evil creature called Herald. Ever since then, we don't know the whereabouts of the 7, except for Paradigm. We know that the 7 are not the same 7. They're evil now. So maybe this evil presence is in fact one of the members of the 7, maybe the Foundation. Our next suspect is this creature that kidnapped the 7, Herald. She was with us up until chapter 4, because obviously Herald destroyed the Fortnite island by turning everything into chrome. time. She did this by connecting the reality tree, spreading out the branches to every single location. And at the end of chapter 4, she became part of the reality tree and turned everything into chrome and destroyed it. When we arrived on the chapter 4 map, we find out that the tree is on the island as well. This is clearly Herald inside of the tree, but there is a giant hole and she is not inside. Ever since then, on chapter 4 map, we have seen strange things happen, like arrival of different monoliths, a giant earthquake happened, and ever since that giant black hole event, we have not seen Herald anywhere. Next suspect is the Nothing. This is the most popular suspect at the moment. Everyone think it is the Nothing. As his name suggests, currently this creature, we have no clue what his identification is, how he looks like. The only reason how we know that this creature exists is because we have heard his voice before. Again, going back to chapter 3 season 4, when Herald was busy destroying the island, there was a person called Bites who was basically auditioning for the Nothing to join his group, and the Nothing spoke through a television. It almost felt like Herald was in fact working for the Nothing, and Bites wanted to join him as well. This means the Nothing was the one who destroyed the Fortnite island in chapter 3. And obviously, when we went to chapter 4, the Rift Warden was building a rift portal because he said in his dream there was a voice threatening him to create this rift portal or else he would destroy him. The Rift Warden described this creature as the Shapeless Man, also known as the Nothing. Also, if you look at this chapter, you can find a lot of evidence suggesting that creature inside the spirit realm might be Nothing. First evidence is that this television the Nothing used to communicate with Bites back in chapter 3. A similar television can be found on this island. And also, if you look at the demon we thought was the main boss, Shogun X, if you look at his hat, you can find an eyeball, which is basically the Nothing's symbol. It makes sense because the Nothing is basically the leader of the Lost Reality, by the way, has been trying to get its hands on the 0 point for thousands of years. It tried during chapter 2, failed, and it tried during chapter 3 again. In fact, there is a trailer which was delayed. You can see this ship kidnapping the 0 point after the island was destroyed by Herald but failed. And ever since then, the Nothing is looking for another opportunity. Maybe this is it. Now, our final suspect, this evil person inside, might be Midas. And you might be wondering, Midas may not be an angel, but he's not a dark evil person. There is a chance that this villain might be Midas because straight after the event, the portal just spat out gold. It looks like it is slowly corrupting the mountain. Soon, the whole mountain will turn into gold and will be a location in chapter 6, season 2. Also, if you look at this Midas, it obviously looks very different. Also, you might have noticed he's got both hands. If you remember in chapter 4, when we were introduced to Kado Thorne and we went to his headquarters, found Midas's golden hand, meaning Kado Thorne somehow took Midas's hand and kept it as a collection. And in chapter 5, when Midas returned back after being free from Hades, you could see Midas wearing a glove in one hand. This confirmed that hand Kado Thorne had was in fact Midas's. Shortly after, Midas left the island and he told us that he is going somewhere new and to bigger things. He left with his crew and the marigold. This Midas is wearing completely different clothes to normal Midas. His hair is longer. He's got both arms. This suggests to me that this is in fact Midas from an alternate universe, meaning this portal might be connected to not just the spirit realm but also different realities. realities. Recently, we got a Doctor Doom version of Iron Man from another reality, so this makes a lot of sense. Comment down below, who do you think is this evil spirit? Again, I'm giving away 10 battle pass to 10 lucky subscribers, so please leave a like, subscribe, and use code SMJM. My name is Sam Jam. I love you, fams. Peace out.